Olvídate del pasado. Vive en el presente. Planea para el futuro. Cuando era niño, mi abuelita siempre me decía:
I always thought of myself as an El Salvadoran, just like a lot of people I grew up around in San Francisco. But I always knew that there was just something a little different about me. My grandmother said that her mother was a Jewish refugee from Germany. She immigrated to El Salvador to escape the Nazis. In El Salvador during the Civil War, my grandmother's husband disappeared. My great-grandmother's husband disappeared. And all the women fled to America, leaving the men behind. I was raised by women my whole life. My grandmother and my mother, they never really spoke of the past. My grandmother would tell me to just live the present moment. In Spanish, she would say, olvídate del pasado, vive el presente, y planea para el futuro. You know, in a way, it's like liberate yourself from the past and, you know, be grateful that you exist. I guess the reason why they never spoke of the past was
nothing good ever came from remembering.
I found out about a program for 18-year-olds to go to Israel. My grandmother thought I was crazy. Why would I want a vacation at a war zone? But I didn't care what my family said. I'd never been on a trip before, and I had never been on a plane before. I was there for just 10 days. One day would move to the next in such a blur that you wouldn't even notice it. I met so many people from all over the world. Israelis from Spain, Morocco, Iraq.
great feeling.
They would ask me questions, and when I told them I couldn't speak Hebrew, I told them I was from America, from California, and, you know, they're like, oh, I thought you were Israeli. One night, I heard something on the radio in English, that there was some kind of explosion somewhere in Israel. And there I was, going into clubs, not even thinking that at any moment anything can happen. Right after I heard about the explosion, I saw that I had like 30 messages on my phone. 12 of them were from my mother. And when I started listening to the messages, I started noticing the different sounds in my mother's voice in each message. It sounded as if she was about to cry. But all I could remember was just how sweet it felt to be out there, away from the family. When I got to the Western Wall, I didn't know what I was doing. When I hear all these stories about talking to God or whatnot, come on, it's just a wall. It's just a wall with grass and weeds growing out of it. There was a person sitting next to me. He told me to write a prayer. I'll help you with it. So I made a little prayer that I wrote down for my family and how I wish everything good to become of us. I stuck it into the wall. At that moment, I actually felt different. I was in my own little world, living that moment. When I got home, my grandmother and my mother had tears in their eyes. My grandmother pinched my cheek and gave me a big hug. She asked me, how was your trip? In a way that told me she didn't really want to hear about it. But I remember she just had this really proud look. She was proud probably because I was able to go across the world by myself. That I made my own discoveries. She just had this smile in her. as if I'd accomplished something that was grand.